My people, let's normalize eliminating ego when it comes to spiritual practice. Practice. When it comes to spiritual practice, eliminate your ego because Allah has guided you to where you are in your spiritual, what's it called? Maturity? Spiritual maturity. You have the privilege to be where you're at in your spiritual journey. So, release the ego that leads you to judge other people as yesterday, somebody I love, somebody I hold dear to my heart, said that my actions, the experiences I have had show that my Iman is low. I said, what? That my Iman is low. I know that she said it from a place of love. Hold that thought. Okay, let's continue where we stopped off. So, my loved one, we won't say which one, because I love them. They said to me that my Iman is low, that my actions and the experiences that I have had show that my Iman is low. And in that moment, just in that moment, my heart cracked just a little bit because I realized that I've been seeking my family's validation, even when it comes to my faith. I've been wanting my family to acknowledge that my spiritual journey has matured. So therefore, every time I'm speaking, now this GPS is what in the world? Okay, let's go this way. Yes, so I realized that I've been seeking my family's validation, and I don't need to be seeking my family's validation, especially when it comes to my spirituality, especially when it comes to my spiritual maturity. The relationship between Allah and myself is between Allah and myself, and each one of my family members also has their own relationship between Allah and themselves. Despite the fact that we belong to the same family, we're of the same bloodline, each of us is individually responsible for their spirituality. And in that being said, I encourage you to release your ego when it comes to your spirituality. Release your ego when it comes to other people's spirituality. Mind your business. Focus on your growth. This GPS is pissing me off. When it comes to spirituality, mind your business. Because when you start not minding your business, when you start focusing on other people's growth in comparison to your growth, now you're sleeping. Now you're taking on something you're not supposed to be taking on. Now you're taking on what belongs to Allah, judgment. Stop it. Release your ego. Just because Allah has guided you towards your spiritual growth and you feel like you have grown, only you know where you came from spiritually. Only you know. Therefore, only they know, only I know where my spiritual journey has come from. And you have no right to judge me. You have absolutely no right to judge me or anyone else. Because guess what? You are privileged to be where you are. And I am privileged to be where I am. Because only I know where I've come from. Despite what you might have seen on the outside of me, only I know what's been in my heart this whole time. Yes, preach. Preach what you have learned. Spread the word. Help other people get the guidance they need. Help spread the knowledge of the Quran, of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. If you're not, how can I say this? If you're not in a place where you're not able to separate your ego from your faith, don't preach. Just leave it alone. Because here's the thing. In Islam, we are not allowed to judge. We are advised against judging because judging is for Allah alone. Therefore, if you're not ready to judge, don't teach. And this is my opinion. Do not teach if you're not ready to judge. If you're not ready to not judge. If you're not ready to not compare other people's faith to yours, leave it alone. Leave it alone, because now, however much your intentions might be positive, now you're crossing the line. Now you're crossing the line into judgment, which Allah has left judgment to himself. Do you see why I'm telling you to leave it alone? Do you see why I'm telling you to leave it alone if you're not ready to not judge? It is not your duty to judge Allah's creatures. It's not your duty to judge Allah's creation. So leave it alone if you're not ready to not judge. Keep your knowledge to yourself. Use it to develop. Use it to grow spiritually a little more until you're ready to not judge. Until you're ready to not judge, use your knowledge to grow your spiritual maturity a little bit more. A little bit more. Until you're ready to deliver that knowledge, to share that knowledge just to share it. To share the knowledge just to share it with no comparison. Because your spiritual development, your spiritual maturity is your own. Your spiritual maturity is your own. My spiritual maturity is my own. Therefore, if you have some knowledge that you have acquired, that you're ready to share and compare, leave it. Leave it alone for your own spiritual growth.